Test your strike. Test your luck. Fatality. Pay your respects. It has begun. There is a new king. Throne defender. You are the king of the hill. Round two. Fatality. Finish him. Fight!
We ignored all the warnings. Forgot the lessons. We abused our power. We played with genetics like it was a toy. We weren't careful. And now, here we are. This is a very different world.
Hello and welcome to Get Over Here SG. I am Scorpion Gaming, and today we are doing something a little different. I did do a video to show you how to make it, but the video just wouldn't load something up with the file, so I decided to go live today. So I'm going to show you how to make a Meteor impact. There's two different ways to do it. So you can have where it's traveling down and you get like the runway of the meteor coming in and it hits, and then the other one is just a straight down impact. So that's what we're going to do today. Let me just see. I'll go on to that because that's just a sandbox thing I was practicing things on. So yeah, we're still doing the collaborative thing, but Rob's got the file at the minute and he's working on it when he can, because he works as well, so you just got to give him time to be able to work on it. If you want to follow him, his Instagram and the YouTube channel he uses to come on and watch people, I've put that in the link as well if you want to follow him on that one. I don't know if he'll be making a proper YouTube channel, or he's going to keep that one. So if you want to follow him on there, he might let you know if he does make another channel, and he'll probably make a message on there to say follow me onto this channel instead. But for now, yeah, I was just testing out the little hack thing. Well, it's not a hack, but I forgot what you call it. Yeah, yeah, my mind's just gone dead. But yeah, that I was just working on something just to see if it works, but because there was people who have been trying it on Avery's and it's not been able to work, so I've given it a try, and by the looks of it, I've made it work. It's just a rough thing, so it's not perfectly done. It's just rough, just to practice. I was going to use these as like a doorway on either side, because if you have nothing there, it just looks like it's just going to smash into a wall, doesn't it? So I put another door that side as well, and it is working, and it's glitch, that's the word. So yeah, I've been working on that, but today we'll be working on a meteor impact. This is a different island to the one I did it on, but I don't think it should matter, to be fair. One second. What's that? Oh, escape that. Oh yeah, if people are wondering why, obviously I've got myself dressed as Scorpion on my pictures on the thumbnails, is because obviously my channel's called Get Over Here SG Scorpion Gamer. I do cosplay, and at the minute my costume's not finished because I've been working on a different costume to go live in. So you're not going to always see me like this in the future. I'll be dressed up as the Scorpion going live, because that's what I originally wanted to do, but excuse me, but I've not finished the costume off. Sorry, I've got hiccups. But yeah, so we'll get to the impact making. I'm gonna have to delete a lot of these trees, so because hell of a lot here, isn't there? So so we'll get to this first. Intensity. Just have it massive. Just get rid of it all. I'm just getting rid of quite a bit because we're going to make the trail and the impact, and then we're going to do like a straight up impact as well, so, well, straight down impact. So I'm just making as much room as possible for now, because we are pretty big, and I just want to make sure we've got enough room so we're not wasting our time deleting it all later when I'm going round. I think that's enough. That's plenty. That definitely not that bleeding huge, unless you want to make it that big. But so we will get to building it now. So first off, you want to go into the environment, the terrain. you can leave the slope wherever you want it. Put the radius down to 2, I think's best. And first of all you want to do is do 2. Oh, that was a bit big. So first of all, you do 2 runway track lines. They don't have to be that bloody huge, but and you can have them as wide as you want, but I think the thinner, not too thin, but a little bit thin, it just looks a bit better, because if you have it wide, it's too open, and you've got to put a lot more in. So if it's a bit thinner, you can just cram it all together a bit better, like. You'll understand when you'll see it. So let's change the settings on the sun and that first, because we need it daylight for now. We will go to night time in a bit. Apply. Zoom. The only thing is about it being live and I'm showing you how to build it, I cannot do a fast forward like thing where I have to place a lot of rock and stuff like that, so you have to just bear with me, but we will get there in the end. Just terrain again, lift this up a bit more. And you can see the track there now, but what you want to do is you go to the dip, put it on 1, and then obviously you don't have to go all the way up with it, because all you have to do then is go onto that flattened terrain and just push it out, make that little runway impact. And then what I do is make an impact circle like that. It doesn't have to be that big, or it's up to you how big you make it. Then make sure you do, like, obviously when it lands it's not going to go full impact because it skims done it first and then it goes into the ground. So I don't know why I made them sound effects, but there you go. So it's skimming the floor, goes in, crash all the way down. It's a bit thinner on certain sides, but it doesn't matter. So what we do is we get our colouring pencil. Yeah, they've got different colours on here, obviously. Intensity to 2, and then just do little flecks of dirt, because obviously it's skimmed the grass, it's gonna bring it up. And we'll also be doing the rock part as well, and obviously it's going to get thicker and thicker the further you go down, because the meteor is hitting the ground with force and it's gone in deep into the ground. So yeah, and obviously you've risen the floor up, so there's going to be dirt patches and rock and stuff like that. So you just flick it on. so we've got that. Then we go to the rock. Right, Fat Tuners, alright. I'm doing good. Just doing a quick live video. Well, hope it's quick, but it'll probably take a little while. On how to make a meteor impact. So there's the runway one, what I'm doing now, and then the straight down impact as well. So I'm just doing that because I did do a video and he edited it and stuff like that, but for some reason the file wouldn't upload to YouTube, so I've had to do a live because some people on the Jurassic World Facebook have asked how I've done it and stuff, so that's why I'm making a live. So yeah, you just flick it out like you did with the sand. Doesn't matter how it looks, because when a meteor hits, anything can flick up really, can't it? So thanks for joining the live, by the way, Tune. I'm just flickering it on because I don't want to go too hard with it, and then because you can do it round this side as well, because obviously the ground's lifted up and it's gonna flicker some of the grass away and stuff, so sucks that it won't load, but live is great. Oh, thanks buddy. Yeah, it took ages to because I did a video and I was explaining it like I'm doing now, and I put music to it and everything. It took ages to edit the video and it just wouldn't load, so I was a bit gutted, but it doesn't matter. As long as I get the video out there and some people watch and they like it, that's all what matters. So this part here in the middle, we're going to raise that up and try and make it into sort of like a rock shape. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect because a meteor is not perfect, is it? Perfectly round, so it's going to have jagged edges and shit like that. So we'll raise that part. Don't worry, it's gone into like a point straight away, because you can flatten it and it doesn't matter how it looks, because like I said, a meteor is not perfectly round. So then what you do, you go around. Hell yeah, I'm at work, so I'll check back a little later. No problem, pal. Thanks for just nipping on. Appreciate it, pal. Have a good day at work. If you go live later, I'll try and catch you earlier this time. So what you do is the big meteor you've just got, then you cover that whole thing in rock, because obviously it's a big ass boulder in it. What the fuck is that? Right. Then you go back to the dirt. You just go around the edges of it just to get that effect it's in the dirt. What you do then is get the raised terrain again, put it a bit smaller this time, just go around the edge of the circle like so, and you can have it a lot higher than that, because obviously a meteor is going to impact a lot harder, isn't it? So we've got the impact of the meteor there. I might make it just a tiny bit bigger, because that's a huge bitch. And you can bring out the terrain a little bit this way as well, because obviously because of the impact of it, it's going to raise the ground up, isn't it? Basically everywhere. So don't be scared if it goes out. Just work on it if you want, or you can just leave it as it is like that. And then all you have to do then, if you've done that, is just basically paint over it with the rock, so it's like the rock's breaking through the grass. Like so. I'm going to get rid of some of these trees because it's blocking what I want to try and do as well. So we go to the trees part and we'll just delete them just above, put it a bit bigger than that. So that should do. Just making sure that's okay. So yeah, I think that's alright. It's a bit slanted towards this way, but like I said, a meteor isn't perfect, is it? So that'll do. What we do now is a meteor is going to be basically like charcoal when it's on fire. It's going to be red hot, it's going to be black, it's just going to be like on fire basically. So your best bet, if you want, unless you want one what's a bit cooler, if you want a dark one, obviously use the tropical rock 5s. If you want it just a bit lighter, either use the Tiaga rocks, excuse me, or you can mix them up together, because some parts might cool down a bit quicker than others. It's entirely up to you how you do it, but you just place all these rocks on. Doesn't matter how you do it, just throw them on. Because you'll probably be adding a few more rocks on in a bit anyway, once I get to another certain part to make it look like it's on fire. Because there'll be parts where they'll be open and it's showing the lights, like the surrounding of the light, which you don't want showing. So you'll understand when I get to it anyway. So yeah, basically place all these on, and this is the part where I would have fast forwarded it and put some like Jurassic Park music on or something, but like I said, my video just would not upload, so I'm sorry, you just gotta put up with me speaking. Just make sure you get round the base of it as well. You don't have to go right inside the dirt. this is probably one of the longest parts, placing all these rocks, because you're not just going to have to place them here, you're going to have to place them along the runway. And around the edge of the crater as well. So it just gives you that feel that rocks have been lifted up or they've fallen off the actual meteor itself. So there's the meteor there. It's not perfectly round, like I said, no meteor is, so it doesn't matter how it looks with all them rocks. At night time is when it gives it the effect best. It just looks really good, I think, to be fair. What we could do is lift this up a bit more, because I don't think it's deep enough, to be fair. So go back to the terrain part, put it down, intensity, and we go back round again. Don't worry if it goes into big points and stuff. You can sort that out like I'm doing now. Obviously there might be the odd sharp point, obviously, because of the impact, but so we go back to that part and bring it that up a bit, and that. Here. It looks like it's more to this side here, so all you do is get your flatten tool and just push it out like so. Don't have to go like extreme pushing it out. But it's to just like that part's crumbled in a bit, so I'm just going to fix that. Bring it out a bit more, so. Side, as you can see, it's collapsed in. Yeah, that's perfect. So we just leave it like that now. The terrain this side has to go up a bit because it's been flattened due to that. Obviously the flatten tool. That up, bring it round. There we go. And I'll do that. Don't know what it is, but I think this part just looks a bit too wide. So just squish it in a bit more. A bit there. Just looked a bit too wide on that side, just looked a bit out of place, sort of thing. So that's fine now. Right. So next thing you want to do, obviously more rocks. Just throw them wherever you like. Just place them in random places, because like I said, rocks are going to spew up from inside the ground and off the meteor, so it doesn't really matter where you put them, because these rocks will give great detail to the impact as well, as you will see a bit later on. And you can change the size of the rocks as well, which I'll put a few other different size rocks in shortly. Sorry, just got dry mouth. Place 2 there then. Doesn't matter because it's hidden. And oh, that's the wrong one. Oh. Just cover it like that, doesn't matter. Like, you just think, oh, it's just a pile of fucking rocks, but that pile of rocks will give it the effect that it's basically swooped in and it's crash landed. You'll understand when I've done it. If you've seen the thumbnail, you can see how it looks anyway. So I've done round the back, yeah. So I'm just throwing the odd little one in as well, obviously, because it's not just going to be pure massive rocks everywhere, is it? It's also going to be a bit smaller rocks as well. And if you don't like putting too many rocks in, you don't have to. It's up to you how you make it, but this is just how I do it, just to give it that proper sort of effect of the meteor coming in and hitting. Sorry. So yeah, that's enough rocks there. What we go on to now, and this is, you can do it on console, but it's basically PC because you're gonna have to have mods to get this certain thing now. Well, two certain things, and one of them is this thing. I'll get up now. So this is basically a forest burnt down, and as you can see, it's smoking. It has a few little flame parts on and stuff like that. It's from a mod, obviously. This is what gives it that impact effect as well a lot, because obviously it's got the smoke, it's got the burnt out trees, it's got the fire. It just looks good with the impact. So if you're on PC, download this mod. I will try and find out what the mod's called and then put it in the description for the people who have not used it. On console, I don't know what you're going to do with this sort of thing. The only thing I can think of is you know, like as a little example, so these sort of trees, because they're sort of like dried out and they're not healthy and stuff like that, so little dried out trees like that, even let me get it up. So you do have the dried out trees and that, so you can place them down, and even things like that, just throw them in as well, because they're dry, and it just looks like a tree's just been thrown out and it's out of the ground and it's just snapped and stuff, so you can throw them in. If it's possible, the only way I can think you'd be able to do the smoke is if let me just get one up, see if it will work for me, obviously, because I've got the mods and that on, but for you guys on console, where are you? Right, you want that thermal vent 01, right? And if you can place that on your ground, look at the steam what comes out of it. That can be your smoke. So I use them inside the actual Meteor to give it that smoking effect. And I place obviously the burnt trees down in that through the runway and over the Meteor as well. But if you place that, obviously it looks like it obviously is from below the sea, and it doesn't look like it's supposed to be on top of Earth, obviously, because it's from the sea. So the only thing I can think of for you guys to do is, if it works, is to get your biggest rock possible, just place them in a circle like so. Obviously they might not go over the actual thing, but place them as close as you can and take it in a circle, and you can have something like that where it's smoking. But that's basically the best I can think of for console players, and if so as well, these lights, these are from the lagoon as well, obviously. What you're going to do is, if you can't put them inside, like under the rock and stuff like I can do, or just slightly, and all you can do is place it next to it like so, what you want to do then, I know it's going to be a pain in the ass, but it's the best option I can think of for you guys, is get just a smaller rock, and just, I know it's not going to be as close, but I'm just giving you an example. Do the same again, like I've just shown you with the big meteor. Well, not big meteor, this big area here to cover the smoke. and just go in a circle like so, like that, and then it's hidden, and then you've got the light coming through which will vibrate onto the actual meteor as well. So I think that's the best option I've got for you console players out there. But for PC, if you can, you've got this, what you can download through a mod. I'll just delete that for a minute. Oh well, should have moved it, to be fair. So yeah, that's the best option I can give for you guys. Sorry, it's not the best, but I'm not on console, and I wouldn't know how it all jams together. I don't know the width or anything like that, of how far you can place things from each other. What am I doing? Yeah. So we go back on here, and you get the fattest part first, well, the wider part, and you place it like so. So you've got the thinner part coming down into the runway like so, and you've got the wider part at the top where the crater is, and you just place it on top like that. And then you've got that impact there where it looks like trees have just been knocked out. You still got like little bits of fire as well. I'm pointing, but you can't see where I'm pointing. I do it all the time. But eventually you can see the smoke coming up like you can now, and it just gives it that effect. And you can see the effect in the meteor as well once it starts coming through. And there you go, the meteor is smoking up. But like I've shown you with that rock formation with the thermal thing, what I do is put the thermals inside of the big meteor, so it looks like there's a lot more smoke coming out of it, because obviously it's going to be red hot, isn't it? I'm just yapping on for ages. I bet you're like, shut the fuck up. But yeah, you do this, and you just overlap it a little bit, and bring it down. And then, if you want at the end, you can do it like that, and have it that way. And there we go. You've got that. Got one saved tree there. So you've got the impact where it's like basically run down all the trees. You've got the rocks and everything lifted up. You've got the smoke. You've got the fire. You've got the dirt, the rock. You've got everything. I know I just said rock twice then. So yeah. There's your runway. Now, this is the part what gives it the effect more. To me, the smoke and this, to be fair, gives it the effect the best. So, actually, I'll put the thermals in this first before I put this next part in. So we go to the thermals, press the wrong one. So right, I'm going to explain this to you now. So you place it in like so, and as you can see, it looks like smoke's coming out of it, doesn't it? So all you can see is half of my head. I'm just gonna try and lift it up without going too far, and I'll sit back. So yeah, you've got the smoke effect there, right? And what you can see is a part of that thermal part there. You see the white there, just in between the rocks. All you have to do with that is just place another rock there. Doesn't have to be a massive rock. It can be a smallish rock. It doesn't matter. Once it's covered up, job's a good one. So you're just trying to give it that smoke effect, like you can see. And as you can see it there, but like I said, all you have to do is just place a rock there and it'll get rid of it and it'll cover it up. On it there, so it's a bit better. This one there. So that one's showing a lot, but it doesn't matter. And if you know how to make volcanoes as well, and you do in the pit, obviously the part with the actual lava and stuff, you can do the same again. You can make that sort of meteor thing in the middle like rock, and just do what I'm doing now, placing these, and also the other thing I'm going to be doing in a minute. And it'll just give it that same effect as well. I'm not too sure about putting the burnt trees in it though, because it's a volcano. They just wouldn't be there, would they? They'd just be gone, burnt away and stuff. Totally. They just wouldn't even live. So as you can see, we've got the smoke coming through, and now all we have to do is go back to the rocks and cover all the white patches. And this is where I would have fast forwarded it for you guys, but now you have to sit through God knows how long and see me explain about 20 times how to do it. So it's only showing a little bit there, but it doesn't matter. You just go around, hide all the white bits, like so. And as you can see, the smoke's still coming through, so it's not going to affect the smoke. Get a bigger one for there, like so. And another one. Like if they're big and they don't get covered by the smaller rocks, just do what I've just done. Just get a bigger rock, place it over it. It will cover it up. Got one there. There. Got that one there. Get a smaller one for there. Doesn't matter if there is a little bit of white showing. You could say basically that's like the charcoal dust. It's entirely up to you, because once it starts burning away, it does basically go to dust, doesn't it? So it doesn't matter. But I just clear it up anyway, because I just like my things to be perfect. If it's not perfect, I'm not happy. But this is only a tutorial, so I'm not too fussed. So as you can see, even from a distance, it's got the smoke coming from the rock, and then when you get closer it comes through again. It looks pretty cool. So now what we do is go to one of the most important parts of the build, and we're going to have to make it dark for this. So now it's night time. You can see the odd little fire thing. You can see my little light over there as well. You can see little bits of fire different places. It just gives it that added little effect. What I've noticed as well is with these fires, if you place a rock close enough to it as well, it does blow the rock up, so it just gives it that effect as well. If you can't do what I'm going to do now. So go to decorations. Where are you? There we go. We've got the light. What we want to do with this is, where are you? Light. We want it to be orange, and then the next ones we want it to be red. So place it under a rock like that, and it just gives the rock that sort of fire glow, like it's on fire sort of thing. So just place these under all the rocks, because obviously they're falling off the meteorite, they're on fire, burning hot. It doesn't matter if it's showing a bit of the light. The bigger the rock, the more you can put under it if you want. It's up to you how you want to design it. At the end of the day, it's going to be your build, isn't it? So I just think the bigger rocks just need a bit more light. Just to, like, you see that there where it's just popped out now, it's showing the white. All you have to do is throw another rock there and you're sorted. You're absolutely sorted. I like the effect these rocks give, because it looks like the rocks split open sort of thing, and it's got that fire inside the rock, if you understand what I mean. You know, when you see like charcoal burning in a barbecue and you can see the hotness inside the cracks. That's what I think it sort of gives you. So this is another part I would have fast forwarded, but you're gonna have to listen to me yapping on instead. So you can, as you can see, you see what I'm on about. It just looks like the rocks are on fire, doesn't it? Just gives it that effect. So we carry on with this. It's going to take a little while, but if you want to learn how to do it, obviously you're going to watch it and you're going to learn and that. I'll try and get it done as fast as I can. And if rocks are next to each other like that one, all you have to do is put it in between them and it lights both of the rocks up, so you don't have to place more lights under every single rocks. Like this one here now, it's got two rocks, so I'll just place one in the middle and it lights them both up, and then one round the side. This one here. just gonna keep quiet for a minute while I do this. You probably notice I leave a certain part in the rock, but you'll understand why in a bit. As you can see, they're sticking out a lot over here because we have like a ridge, so they're going to be sticking out of the terrain a bit. But it doesn't matter, like I said, you can just cover them up with the rocks again. Usually I put like 3 in there, which I will do, but I'm going to be putting like a red in there as well, just to give it that heat effect, as well, like red hot. And I bet you think, Jesus Christ, can I even be arsed planting all these? But if you're into your builds and you enjoy building, obviously you're going to do it. But if you don't, I hope you just enjoyed watching the build and see what it looks like. It's always nice to see what other people build and what they come up with. Seems like there's a billion rocks. It's taking forever. Now we get into the best part, which is obviously the boulder of the Meteor. And you just go absolute crazy on it. Don't matter where you place them, because this thing is just going to be a hot motherfucker. It's going to be scorching, and it just gives it that fire look. Like I said, you look in a barbecue and the charcoal's burning, it's just giving it that sort of effect, isn't it? And if you want to place extra lights in a certain area to give it more of a glow, like it's absolutely scorching there, go for it, do it, doesn't matter. It's the way you want to design it. I've just basically placed them anywhere in here. see, the smoke just gives it that more of effect, doesn't it? Like it is on fire. I think it looks boss. So yeah, we got that one. Now we change it, and we change it to dark red. And what we do is we just do the same and just place the odd one around. You don't place as many, but you do place them in, and it just gives it that red hot effect. Like it's hotter in certain places than others. I'm sorry I can't fast forward it. You right, Dixie? How you doing? Yes, I'm live. Just doing a live to show you how to make a Meteor impact on Jurassic World Evolution 2. I did make a video, I did edit it and all that, but for some reason it wasn't uploading onto YouTube, so I've had to do a live and show you how to do it instead. So all this, what I've just placed, would have just been fast forwarded in with music and that, but obviously I can't do that on a live. So what we need now, yeah, more of these, just to place in the odd random, just to make it look like the odd ones just red hot. Thanks for coming on the live, by the way, Dixie, appreciate it. Oh, there you go, a little bit of music for you so you don't have to listen to my gob japping on forever. Nice, yeah, I've been so busy with work and have not seen you on. Dropped a like in there as well. Oh, cheers, buddy, I appreciate it, thank you. And yeah, I don't blame you, it's alright. If you can't catch me, you can't catch me. Just appreciate it when you can jump on, like I try and jump on to yours and Tuner's live as best as I can as well, so I know what it's like, buddy. Like I don't work full time, but I've got a new baby as well, so the baby takes up a lot of the day. But yeah, I understand, don't worry. Oh, I'll get rid of that. Can't delete it without deleting finger. Right, I'll just, doesn't matter, just leave that. Is this game like SimCity style game but with dinos? I say it sort of is, like, obviously you're just building a Jurassic World, your own park in that, and making sure dinosaurs can't escape and eat people, or what's it called, get sabotaged by your workmates and shit like that. But yeah, I guess it is a bit like that. But I do prefer Jurassic World over SimCity and stuff like that. Excuse me. Yeah, we are so far apart in time. If you're UK, it's 7 hours ahead of me. Jesus Christ. So what is it like? Nearly 9 o'clock where you are in the morning. Yeah, Jesus, that's mad. No wonder it's hard for you to catch me live, because usually I do go live a bit later than this. So, but because my missus and my son's gone to the foster parents to see how they're doing, I just thought I'd do it early live and try and catch newer people like. So yeah, as you can see, there is a few bits sticking out, but what, like I said, was you can do is just go over it with another rock, like so, and it just covers it up. And the rocks you place also get that glow off the lights you've just put on. So you just go around, just put the rock wherever the white bits are. "9 a.m. I at work sitting in my truck watching traffic so that it don't kill the crew, or the crew kill the people." When you catch me in the morning, it's because I'm up really late. Right. No, it's fine. Why is Tuna from round where you live, or is he up near me? And he just stayed up late that time when I missed him. So, covered all the white bits. If I've missed any, it doesn't matter because it's only a tutorial how to build one. So as you can see, that's your Meteor hit, your runway one. It did look a bit better on the other one because he was darker dirt and stuff like that. So as you can see, you got the effect of the meteor with the heat from the lights. You got the smoke from the thermal thing you put inside the lagoon, the thermal tunnel thing. You've got the smoke from all these burnt out trees. You got the little fires as well from the burnt out trees, what gives it that effect that it's just run through and just destroyed, like a little runway of nature. So yeah, there's one of the impacts you can build. the runway impact if you're interested in making it. What we can build now is the straight down impact. I'll just get rid of all this. So, and also on this, that looks nice as hell. Oh, cheers, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah, because I just thought they don't have meteors or anything like that in the game, so you can design your own and put it into a park or something. So it just gives it that effect that it's been hit by a meteor. But I think it's these trees and the lights and the thermal thing what gives it that effect that it's actually burning. But yeah, nice one for that. I'm gonna design the straight down impact, so the meteor's just gone boof straight into the ground. It's not done the trail. So we want this. And what we do is you go onto the flat one. You spread it out as much as you want. It can be a small crater, it can be a huge crater. But we have that crater there. So then you go to the rays. I'll put it. Yeah, I'll leave it on. No, I'll put it on 1. And what you do is you just basically go around the edge of it, just to give it that risen effect that it's just impacted the earth. Don't matter if you go off the lines like I've just done. So you got that risen earth impact. Just rise it a bit more. So that was a bit low, and a bit more this side. You can have it as big or as small as you like. It doesn't really matter. Like I've said numerous times, at the end of the day, it's your park. You build it out. You want to build it. So, what we want to do again now, and around the crater you can place skeletons around it. Yeah, you could actually do that, to be fair. Yeah, because we do have skeletons. As you can see, but they're on the rocks, them ones, but I do have better ones where they're actually laid down as well. So you could make out that a dinosaur's just been absolutely crushed by one and it's just burnt to its bone. So you've got these bone dinosaurs. So you could make it out like these have just been basically hit by the impact and they're burning away. It's a good idea, that, to be fair. How you doing anyway, Rob? So what we do is now, like on this part, is build the meteor. So we go to the rays. Don't need it too big. And like I said before, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfectly round, because a meteor is not perfectly round, is it? So it's going to have the jagged edges and that. You just smooth it a little bit around Like so. It's not it's not like a massive one, but it doesn't matter. It's only a tutorial on how to build one, and you just go around the outside of it. Like so. And there you have your meteor, just there. And then you want to go to your rock, put it on high intensity, and just colour it in. There might be a patch or two, but it doesn't matter because it's going to be covered up by rock anyway. So there's your meteor rock there. Now you get your dirt, and like before, you just go around the edges of it because it's inside the crater, isn't it? You've just hit Earth. Obviously, there's going to be mud. And just flicker it anywhere you like, and then you get the rock as well. Just do the same thing. Don't matter how it looks, just throw it on. And you can do like round the outside of it as well, where obviously part of the earth is just been lifted up. You can't do it here because of the trees, but just delete the trees and just carry it on if you like to. I'm okay, I need a coffee. To be fair, I need a new coffee. Dixie Nomus, you make that look so easy. Cheers. So we've got the straight down impact now. We've done the dirt, we've done the rock effect, but it's just basically been pulled out of the earth. Now what you want to do is, where are you? Rocks. And the same again. Obviously the meteor is going to be red hot. It's just come from obviously space. It's hit Earth. It's going to be red hot. So, like I said earlier, it's going to look like charcoal in a barbecue. It's just going to look black and greyish. So you just put the darkest one on, or if you want it a bit cooler, just place the Tiaga rock and place that one on, or you can do them with both. So just place them on anywhere you want, which will take ages. This is a part where I would have fast forwarded and played some nice music for you, but you're going to have to listen to me yap on a bit more. So, and this is why I need a drink, because I've got dry mouth from yapping. Just place them on. It doesn't matter how they're placed on. If you've got gaps, you've got gaps. It don't matter, because them gaps will probably be filled in a bit anyway. When you place in the lights and the thermal thing from the lagoon, the thermal funnel, I think it is. Like I said, the meteor is not going to be perfectly round, it's going to be jagged as hell, so these rocks will make it like that. And there we go. So now we go back. Decorations, trees, and again, like I said earlier, if you've got the mod, place these trees in it, because these are what give it the effect that you've just had the impact. Place it whichever way you feel looks best. What I usually do is just go over half like that, like so, and then spin it back round and go half on like that, and then it just gives it that sort of circular impact of the trees. As you can see, it's going round. Obviously there's a little gap there, but it doesn't matter, there's not going to be trees fucking everywhere, is there? Sorry about my language, but yeah. So like before, you'll see these start smoking up like now. As you can see, they're smoking up. You've got like the little fire glares as well, and it just gives you that effect that basically a meteor's just hit. So what we do now, you can leave it like this, or you can go ahead and add extra rocks around it if you want, or you just leave it like this and just concentrate on the meteor. Because I did on one of my other builds, I've not finished it yet, I've just done it plain like that and just had the fire trees around it instead of placing rocks all around it burning. So we just concentrate on the meteor rock, what's inside. A molehill. Yeah. So what we go to is the decorations for lagoon, and you go to this one again, the thermal vent or one, and make sure it's that one because this is the best one for the smoke effect. As you can see, it's coming through there. I know I've said it before, but you can see the white bits sticking out, and this is why I said it doesn't matter if you've got gaps in the meteor, because you're just going to cover the gaps up anyway when you place the extra rocks over the white bits. Let's just try and pause it there. Right, let me just get it into daylight a minute so I can see it a bit better. And then we'll put it back into night when I place the lights. So yeah, you can see the smoke effect right there. It looks a lot better in daylight until we put like the lights in for the night time. And as you can see, there's a few smoke funnels coming through, what gives it that effect from the thermal vent. So we just go back onto that, get more of the thermal vents, and just place them in. It doesn't matter if it's showing the white, like I said, they're just going to get covered up by rocks anyway, so just go as mad as you like. Because it just gives it that effect that it's absolutely scorching and it's just basically on fire, isn't it? So, oh. Like I said earlier, this is for PC, obviously. It's mods, so if you're on console you're not going to be able to do this. I did explain a bit earlier how you could do it if you're on console, but if it works that way then jobs are good in, but if it doesn't, I'm not too sure how you can do it because I'm not on console. Well, that's the best way I can explain to you how you could make basically this on console. So we need more bricks because obviously we don't want to be showing all that white. Just cover them up like so, because you're still going to get the smoke effect. It's not going to stop it coming through. Place at the bottom and there. So right, so there we go. Yeah, there's a little bit there. So there's your steaming hot meteor ball. So now we've got to turn it to nighttime. Not dusk, nighttime. And then what you want to do is go to your decorations. Either go, yeah, it's best to go to lights because you can change the colour down below. So you get either one of these lights, it doesn't matter which one it is, and then you basically just place it in wherever you want to place it. And obviously this is making it look like the rocks are red hot. Like I said earlier, when you have a barbecue, you get that effect, as you can see in the middle of the screen there, you get that effect that the charcoal's burning red hot. So that's the effect you're looking for, sort of thing. Doesn't matter if the odd light's showing. Because you're not always going to dive into the meteor, it's just for show, isn't it? For like one of your builds, if you ever do make a meteor, that is. And if you do, I'd like to see builds like of the meteor. Just tag me in your video or a post or something, and I'll be happy to have a look at it. And see how you've designed it. But like Rob said earlier, he's just come up with a good idea. You could put the flat skeletons around it as well, like the dinosaurs have just been hit. This is why I think it's good to watch other people and learn off others, because everyone's got different ideas and you can put all them ideas together, which is good. So this is why I'm enjoying the collaborative with him as well. We're both on a build at the minute, and I'm proper enjoying it because it's just different. So we put all the red in, and now we just go to orange, and we just place the orange in as well, so obviously it gives it that flame colour. Yeah, cause, some of the stuff he's built just looks amazing. Looks awesome. I can't wait to see what he's designed when he's finished and that. Like I said earlier, obviously he's working and stuff as well, so you just got to bear with him. If you've been watching the lives for the collaborative build, once he's done, like I said, I'll do a short video of what he's built and that. So like I said earlier as well on these, don't worry about them, just cover them up with more rocks. It's just simple. You're just trying to get that fire effect, like it's red hot. Bit of orange up there, around here. That'll do. I'll be back soon. Have to make some adjustments to jobs for the crew. It's alright, buddy. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it, pal. Thank you. Thanks. Alright. I should keep building on our project again. No, just take your time, pal. I've explained to people twice now. If they've been watching, basically you're working in that, so just basically like hang on. Like we don't basically want to rush it. We want it as perfect as we want it, because everyone's got a life. Can't just concentrate on just doing a build, can we? Because you've got work and stuff to do. So as you can see, I need to put a few rocks in there. So just cover them up. And like I said earlier, when you put the rocks in, it's going to shine on them rocks as well, so it just gives it the effect that they're burning as well. Sorry, I was just concentrating. Bill's looking good. Cheers, buddy. I finished the runway one. So this is the runway one, and it hits the ground and that. It does like come up with smoke and stuff as well to give it that effect that it's been burning. As you can see, the smoke's coming through now. But yeah, that's the one I was building when you came on earlier. All the rocks are burning, and then this is just a straight down impact from, like I said as well, you can put these round the edge if you like, or just leave it as it is. But yeah, there's two different ways to make a meteor impact. So yeah, Dixie was in. He's just left now to go and sort his job out. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please like the video, or even subscribe. It just helps us smaller streamers out, and it'd be most appreciated as well. Thanks to everybody who's joined the live and on the chat as well, and to people who actually watch the video later. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you. And that's it for today. That is how to make a meteor impact 1 and 2. See you again soon.